Olá, olá, pessoal. Bom dia a todos. Desculpem aí o atraso, a gente estava com um probleminha técnico, né? Sempre aí temos algum probleminha de internet, são muitas pessoas envolvidas, mas deu tudo certo, estamos aqui com o pessoal da Great Atlanta Christian School, né? Então, só recapitulando, né? A Great Atlanta é a nossa mais nova escola no nosso portfólio, que fica localizada no estado da Geórgia. É uma escola super grande, uma escola super bem equipada, muito bem estruturada, e vocês vão conhecer um pouquinho mais sobre ela hoje. Nós estamos aqui com alguns membros da escola e eles vão fazer uma apresentação para vocês. Thanks everyone for being here today. Thanks Oksana, Mary Ellen, and Scott. Can you please introduce yourselves and start the presentation?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, everybody. My name is Oksana Gomez, and I'm International Program Coordinator at Greater Atlanta Christian School that is in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America. And I have here with me the director of our admissions office, Mary Helen Bryant, and also the director of Tennis Academy, Scott Hutchinson. So the three of us will be able to speak to you and tell you a little bit about our school and show a couple of videos and visuals and answer your questions. Do you still see me? Hello?
Yes, we can still see you and hear you.
Do you see Mary Helen? Mary Helen?
No, okay. Maybe she can
okay.
Move a little.
She keeps trying. So I'm going to start the presentation. So our school is a private Christian school that was established a little bit more than 50 years ago. It's School of Excellence. It's school with a very beautiful campus. A little bit less than 2,000 students. We have elementary, we actually have from 6 weeks old children until they go to college. So we have elementary school, middle school, and high school. International program is relatively small, but again, very, very intentional. We take students basically from all around the world, but they have to have academic credentials to be accepted to the school. So we're looking for good students, well-rounded students with English who can just come and enjoy everything that GAC has to offer. So when we speak about why to choose GAC, we speak first about geographic location. It's on the south of United States. For Brazilian students, it would be amazing to come and experience the weather. It's 9 months of warm weather here throughout the year. It's very green place. It's very family oriented. Just beautiful place to be. We are very close to downtown and midtown Atlanta that offers the biggest aquarium in the world, headquarters of Coca-Cola, CNN, and different things that students can go and do site visits. So this is our mission. Our mission is to help each child to grow as Jesus did in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. We have, even for international programs, ability to join chapel and take Bible class and share the faith with other students who are at Greater Atlanta Christian School. So we connected, it's very easy to get from Atlanta International Airport to the school. As I said, the climate is very good. We have all these organizations and headquarters here and prominent universities of the United States, as Georgia Institute of Technologies, Emory University, and other universities in the States. We represent more than 100 different universities. So our students, when they graduate from Greater Atlanta Christian School, 100% of students going to the universities. The teachers are outstanding here. We have 80% hold advanced degrees and 18 teachers hold a doctorate degree. Most of them teach high school where the international students are. And they just excellent teachers with lots of expertise, and it's college preparatory school, so the students get the best academic experience. This is our cross tower. It's the center of the campus where the main events happening. We have back to school day or graduation days or different events where we need to get together with elementary, middle, and high school. It's a very spacious place for the events that we have throughout the academic year. We have here director of tennis academy, and he will speak a little bit more on athletics, but GEC has everything to offer you can imagine as far as athletics go. We have a basketball team, cheerleading team, swim team, wrestling team, baseball, golf, lacrosse, soccer, tennis, track fields, you name it. It's very good facilities for any sport design. We have tennis courts, we have indoor swimming pool, we have football fields and soccer fields, and everything that needed for the students. I will let Scott to speak later on this, but athletics are a very big part of Greater Atlanta Christian School. We prepare students, as I said, for college. They are, everybody who graduates from here goes to college, and they have different choices. And they can take as many IP classes as they wish and honor classes. And Mary Helen will speak a little bit more on academics as well. International students that we previously accepted to Greater Atlanta Christian School were from Denmark, China, Vietnam, Thailand, South Korea, Japan, Costa Rica, Nigeria, United Kingdom, Russia, Ukraine, Mexico, Argentina, Bolivia, Puerto Rico, US Virgin Islands, and Chile. We did not have students from Brazil yet, but this is our initiative to welcome and to just market and advertise the school to Brazilian students and invite them to experience GEC. On top of athletics, we also have very big fine arts school here that has ballet and choir and band and orchestra and theater. So everybody who is interested in fine arts will have something to find here for themselves as well. So this is different. We have School of Art for people who love art. We have orchestra and band. We have School of Ballet with different genres. School of Ballet offers jazz, contemporary dance, tap dance, and one more genre that I'm just escaping. Hip hop, yes, and hip hop. We have learning excursions for domestic students, but international students are welcome to join them. We have mission trips and study abroad trips and just field trips around Atlanta as well. So it goes from some, like if we go to, I don't know, aquarium in Atlanta, Georgia, and it expands to France and Italy and Africa and Mexico. For mission trips, our students can participate and serve others and serve Jesus and build homes and feed poor. And for learning excursions and study abroad trips, they can go to amazing places like France and Greece and even places in the United States that are very, very breathtaking. So our students have all the opportunities to go during Christmas break, summer break, spring break, and sometimes we have a couple of things during academic year as well. Okay. So this is a couple of universities that we outlined that accepted in the past our students. They can go to a university across the street, like Emory University, University of Georgia, and as far as to Stanford and Harvard and Boston and Cornell, top universities of United States. For our international students, we offer homestay, and now for Brazilian students, when we open short-term programs, we also offer boarding homes. It's not dormitory per se yet. We're trying to see if this program will work, but we have 2 full houses that will host 4 international students male and another house for international students females. And it's open for short and long-term, regular term program. For homestay, we have families that will host international students, and they somehow connected to JC. It's either our teachers or our church members. We also pair them with same age of children they have, and it's a very unique and great experience for international students. The application process is easy because now we're working with 3W for Brazilian students, and you're going to put all the applications through 3W, and they will help you to navigate the process. And the place where we picked up, it's just the last interview with the student. We provide person-to-person interview via online interview via Zoom, and make final decision, and then we process immigration paperwork like I-20s, and they go to the United States embassies and get F1 visas and come to us. I think this is, we have a little bit of. Okay, so I'm going to let Mary Helen speak on other parts, and I don't know, do you want to show the video first? Yeah, sure. Yes, okay.
Oksana, would you like me to share the video?
Is it? Yes, please.
That easy? Easier? Okay, I'll do it. Pessoal, vamos agora compartilhar um videozinho da escola. É um videozinho bem bacana, tá? Ele tem aí uns 5 minutinhos. É um vídeo que é bem completo, mostra bastante ali sobre as dependências da escola e está no nosso canal do YouTube com legenda em português, tá? Então, sempre ali, quando vocês tiverem algum vídeo no canal do YouTube da 3W, vocês terão ali o acesso à legenda em português. Então, vamos lá.
Greater Atlanta Christian School, or GAC, was founded in 1961. GAC is located on an 88-acre campus northeast of Atlanta. We serve students in grades pre-K through 12 from over 90 zip codes across the metro Atlanta area and from multiple countries around the world. We are an authentically Christian, academically rich community ranked at the top of the state for teaching quality, arts, and athletics. The high school has just over 600 students with approximately 160 students per grade. with an average class size of 16 students. Our recently renovated high school building creates an environment that promotes collaboration and reflects 21st century workplaces. We offer 29 AP courses, and students earn college credit with their AP exam scores that are ranked at the top of the state. Additionally, 32 honors courses are offered. Teachers are continuously trained through extensive professional development each year, and curriculum is strategically aligned from pre-K through 12th grade. 18 of our faculty and staff hold doctoral degrees, and 81% hold a master's degree or higher. At GAC, we are committed to forward-thinking innovation on every level. As an Apple Distinguished School, tuition includes the use of a 13-inch Apple MacBook Air and a technology help desk available throughout the school day. GAC's newest initiative, GAC Synchronous Learning, has enabled students to participate real-time in their classroom and with their teacher and classmates, whether at school or at home. To make this possible, we installed extensive equipment, including an interactive, adaptive, all-in-one monitor with 16 smart focus audio and 4K camera. Students also have opportunities for personalized schedules and hybrid in-person and online programs through Ethos, GAC's online school. The Fincher Student Family Center is a central gathering space that is home to the admissions office, the Spartan store, and many foreign language classrooms ranging from Spanish, French, and Latin to Mandarin, American Sign Language, and introductory Greek and Hebrew. We offer approximately 64 STEM classes with over 20,000 square feet of facilities dedicated to STEM education. Each STEM classroom is designed for a different field of study. Whether marine biology, chemistry, robotics, or anatomy, the classroom is equipped with the tools students need to excel in that area. Next door to the high school is one of our most versatile buildings on campus, the Long Forum. This large arena allows all school levels to gather together in many different ways. The Forum is used as a gymnasium, assembly hall, classroom, special event venue, concert hall, and even a broadcast studio. We also provide intentional time and space for students to build relationships. Students enjoy eating together inside or outside. We work with Sage Dining Services to serve food cooked from scratch. Lunch is included in tuition. We are proud of our many celebrated arts offerings. At GAC, we offer visual art courses such as 2D and 3D design, graphic design, digital photography, ceramics, advanced filmmaking, and broadcast journalism. Our performing arts programs are second to none. Skilled dancers flourish in our School of Ballet. Our theater program has won 18 state championships, and our student actors have repeatedly won the highly respected Schuler Hensley Awards for high school musical theater. Our musicians thrive in marching band, concert band, orchestra, choir, and private lessons on campus through our School of Music. At GAC, you'll find championship athletics that foster character. Our teams benefit from top-tier coaches, facilities, and equipment. Our performance training program allows students to develop fully as an athlete with the guidance of full-time strength and conditioning coaches. Athletics play an important and unique role in the development of our students at GAC. Our purpose in athletics is to create an environment where each student can grow physically, mentally, and spiritually. GAC's mission is to help each student grow as Jesus did, in wisdom and stature, and in favor with God and man. Teachers at GAC view their job as a mission and feel a strong commitment to their calling. Our students attend and lead chapel services throughout the week to praise God and learn about our faith in Christ. They live out their faith on mission trips and service projects locally and around the world. We believe every student is unique, made in God's image. We actively nurture each child's gifts to help them discover and pursue their purpose.
Hello, thank you. That video actually does a lot of my work for me. Thank you so much to 3W and to all of you for joining us today. My name's Mary Helen Bryant, and I'm the Director of Admissions and Enrollment at GAC. And I'm excited for you to learn more about why your students might be interested in GAC. And I want to tell you that both Oksana and I can speak from experience, as we both made this very difficult school decision for our children before we ever became employees here. So we actually both have background in education. She has it at the university level, working with international students, and her PhD. And I also have a background working for the Department of Education. But when it came time for us to choose a school for our children, 5 of them together between us have graduated from GAC, and 3 of mine have graduated from college and even graduate schools now. We were very discerning, and we asked very hard questions when it came to finding a place that we thought would help our children celebrate and explore their gifts. So we both went through this process trying to find a school that had everything that we were looking for. So one thing that I hope you noticed as you watched both her videos and presentations and the video that gave you an introduction to our campus is I hope that you saw a lot of smiles. And I want to tell you that while we work hard here, we also believe that our children should love and enjoy school and build really valuable relationships. So we are a challenging academic institution. We celebrate our academics, but we also believe that school is about much more than just the academic side of things. And so hopefully you saw in some of the presentations how much we have invested in developing the entire child. We believe that the arts, that athletics, that faith, and that relationships are really important when you are developing young people. And also just the opportunity to give them a very high bar. So we have a lot of opportunities, and one of our strengths really is our beautiful campus. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to share that video. If we could, we would love to host all of you on campus. So if you have any plans to come to Atlanta, Georgia, please let us know. We'd be happy to give you an in-person tour of campus. But that is the videos that you saw is just a good look at our 90-acre campus. So when I think about the reasons that both international and Atlanta, Georgia students choose GAC, there's several reasons that really stand out. And one of them is our campus. Our campus has a little bit of everything. And so she mentioned that we are very accessible because of our airport. We have an international airport about 35 to 40 minutes from our campus, which is extremely important when it comes to being able to come and go easily. But on our campus, which is gated and protected, we have 90 acres of amazing facilities. And you got a little bit of a window into what those are. Maybe you got to see some different facilities that interest you, from the multiple theaters that we have on campus, multiple fields and gyms. So we have a lot of resources for our kids to do things beyond academics. So we have around 25 different buildings here on campus, and we have some new exciting things coming as well. Another reason that people choose GAC is the strength of the co-curricular program. So when we say co-curricular, we're talking about things that extend beyond academics that help develop children. So for example, our championship athletics, our award-winning arts, and really the opportunity to participate in multiple things. So we have some students that really enjoy playing soccer, but they also want to be in the band. And so we have ways for students to do multiple things and to try multiple things. I would have to say the job of a school is also to prepare kids academically. And that is a strength of ours, both in the classroom experience, which is having high quality teachers, challenging academics, and a lot of resources to help students be successful. Those are key and important, but also to the outcomes, which Oksana already touched on. My 3 children were each unique. They went to different types of schools, different types of universities, but through the process and through high school, our outplacement programs, our college counselors helped them find the type of school that was right for them. And so that was extremely valuable. Whether you're here short-term or long-term, it's a great opportunity to learn more about American universities and what that process looks like. So we do have college counselors here on campus that support students. Another thing that's really valuable is we are extremely innovative. So we are really on the forefront of technology and using technology to support students and their success. For example, if you take a class at GAC, if you're taking classes for credit, you have a lot of resources. Our students have access, are issued a MacBook Air as part of their experience as a student here. They have a lot of resources, including a calendar that tracks all of their classes and assignments for them. In addition to that, they have class recordings. So I've had 3 kids go through high school. And even on good days, sometimes students miss important material in class. And one of the really valuable things is that our classes are recorded. The presentations and the lectures that the teachers offer are recorded and transcribed for students. So if they miss an important step in a calculus problem, when they get home later to do their homework, they can rewatch that class. They can slow it down. They can pause it. They can stop and take notes. They can practice. And that is extremely valuable to student success. All students learn differently, but when you have high expectations and the teacher is moving quickly, it's really valuable to have that as a resource. We find particularly for students who are still strengthening their English proficiency, that's really valuable, that they can go back and hear things multiple times. So that is a great resource. We also have our own online school, which is valuable for students that maybe want to take additional courses or even courses during the summer. And one more thing that I think is super exciting is we have some new additions and renovations happening on campus right now. We have an entire building that's being dedicated to business innovation and entrepreneurship. We'll also have a student-run coffee shop in there and lots of spaces for relationship building and opportunity for kids to engage with each other. We'll also have a media production program in there. So podcasting, training kids to create their own podcasts, video productions, sound and music production. So really that is an area that is growing quickly. Atlanta is actually a national hub for movie productions these days, and a great city for music production as well. So that's an area that's grown a lot. So we have a lot of reasons why GAC might be a good fit. And I hope that you've seen a little bit of those today. I know that Oksana and I will both have the opportunity to answer some questions if you have those. But we hope that you've learned a little bit about GAC that helps you consider some of the many resources we have that could make it a really valuable experience for your students.
Thank you, Mary Ellen.
Yep.
Todd, are you sharing a little bit about the tennis academy or the sports in
Yes,
general?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Mary Helen, that was great. And Oksana, thank you for that initial presentation. Really appreciate everyone taking the time to be on the call and learning everything about what GAC has to offer. My name is Scott Hutchinson. I'm the director of tennis here at GAC. And although most of you on this call are probably just kind of focused on that high school student or that student coming into high school, our program offers opportunities for students from 4 years old, actually all the way through adults. So our programs can completely encompassing for beginners, intermediates, advanced. We have players that are looking to play just locally, just to understand the sport, all the way through the pro tour. So the way that the Tennis Academy works, and especially specific to our international students, is we first start with the whole student. We design their academics first, kind of around what their goals are on the tennis side. It is our goal for all of our students. That they are not just well-rounded on the tennis court, but they're well-rounded in the classroom and also with our other co-curriculars. So what a typical day would look like if they're a full in-person student. What I mean by that is they're taking a regular schedule from roughly 8:20 to 3:20. Their tennis training can happen either during the day, with privates and group lessons, or their training can happen after school. And that typically starts around 4 o'clock. We offer 6 indoor courts and 6 outdoor courts and 2 indoor courts. And so our training happens all the time. Now that may seem normal, but in the Atlanta market and really in the Southern market, there are very few opportunities for institutions or even programs that have indoor tennis courts. So that's a big separator for us. For those students that are looking to achieve past high school, looking to play college tennis, we have a hybrid program. So their academics would be in the morning. They would then start their training at 1:30. That training would go 1:30 to 3:30. Then they would have fitness from 3:30 to 4:30. They get a little break after that, and they would finish with some more on-court training at 6. Part of that hybrid program, those are going to be students who are looking to not just obviously excel academically, but they need more time on the court. And so we're able to offer that through our in-person academics, and then also the online school through Ethos. Most of those students are going to be, they're trained. They're not just training, but they're also kind of traveling the country. They're also tend to travel internationally, and then that feeds into. We do have at the moment we have 4 pro female players that train on campus with us. So the reason why I highlight that part of it, although those are adult players, it allows for our players to kind of see what that process looks like on a daily basis for players that are playing on the pro tour, and what it takes to be there. One of the beauties of that level of player, and I'll highlight a couple of them. We do have a couple girls that recently, this last year, came to us from Mexico, specifically because we were able to provide both the high academics as well as the training. And one of those, they're a little bit younger than most of I think most of the people on the call. They're one that's rising 6th grade and one that's rising 7th. So they came over with their family, a little bit different than some of our other international students, but they specifically seeked out that environment, the training combined with the top academics in an environment like GAC. And the other neat thing is they're both involved in other activities on campus. One of them swims. Another one is involved in the theater program. We have another local girl who is a rising 7th grader. She's involved in the dance as well as tennis. A couple of our rising 9th and 10th graders, they're involved in debate. They're obviously involved in tennis as well. And so I think what's really important there is, they may be coming. One of the reasons they come is, hey, we want to excel on the tennis court, but they're going to quickly find out they're going to look to also be engaged in other activities on campus, not just the tennis academy. And we find that very beneficial for our students. It connects them well, not just their environment from athletic standpoint, but also their academic and the other co-curriculars. So more times than not, probably the last individual I'll highlight is a gentleman that came from Bolivia for 2 years. He came for tennis, and we got him to a level that he was aspiring to, but he also is engaged in multiple other endeavors on campus as well. So I just want really to highlight that, because as much as myself as director of tennis and the other 9 staff that we have, or coaches that we have, we really feel it's important. And if students come to campus, we want them to be engaged in the entire campus life. And I think that's one of the big things that separate us. Plenty of tennis academies out there, but there are very few, if any, that kind of do what we do. Not just from the tennis perspective, athletics, co-curriculars, the academic perspective, but also the flexibility that we offer. Again, plenty of tennis academies out there, but there have been very few, if any, that have actually started on the academic side like GAC has over the last 50 years, a leading independent school in the academic space that has then looked at tennis as a driver to build out the campus experience, the GAC experience. So from a coaching perspective, our team, we're all tennis pros. We all coach at various levels. So we have those that love working with the younger kids. We have those that kind of work with that developmental mid-level. And then we have coaches that work with our, what we call our traveling team of players who are playing national level tournaments, playing international tournaments. They're going to Europe, they're going to South America. We have coaches that speak multiple languages, mainly Spanish and French. Actually, a couple of our players speak several others that we don't. But those players are going to be, we have coaches that are going to be able to meet our players where they are at their level and then elevate it from there. It's really important that we know what their goals are coming in. And again, I keep going back to it. Their goals, we look at the entire player, their on-court goals or off-court goals. The academics has to be a massive part of that. It is expected that they achieve at a high level in the classroom as well on the tennis court. So we've seen great success from that approach. All that said, we are also small intentionally. So we're not looking to have 50 kids on a court with 1 or 2 pros. We really look to stay between that 4 to 6 players in a group setting with one coach or one professional. And then outside of that, if they want to do private lessons, that's one-on-one, and if they individual stuff like that. So that's kind of the big picture, and happy to answer any questions. We have a nice thing about our pros. We have a spot for everyone. We have yet to run into a situation where we cannot meet a player's goals or cannot meet what they're looking to achieve from our program. So
wonderful. Thanks, Todd, Oksana, Mary Ellen. Thanks for the wonderful presentation. We do have a few questions. Pessoal, se vocês tiverem qualquer pergunta, coloquem ali no PIR, tá bom? O chat ele fica desativado para os webinários, mas ali no PIR vocês conseguem escrever qualquer dúvida que vocês tenham, tá? E a gente recebeu aqui uma pergunta sobre a escola ter Soccer Academy. So we have a question, does the school offer a soccer academy as well?
Specific to soccer itself, we don't have an on-campus training program at the moment. We do have a rich history, and Oksana could probably speak into a little bit rich history in the soccer world of multiple athletes going on to play at college and whatnot. Most of those are going to be training off campus. But a specific on-campus training, we don't have that specifically. And actually, I highlight Oksana because her son currently plays college tennis or college soccer. We got Mary Helen, you could probably speak into where some of the other kids have gone, but specific to training outside of the high school season, we do not have it from a year-round perspective. Oksana?
Okay.
Yes, I can add. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Oksana.
Okay, I have 2 sons who graduated from Greater Atlanta Christian School, and both of them are soccer players. And so foundation that soccer teams from 6th grade when they were little boys until 12th grade when they graduated, that gave them, it's priceless, because for what GAC has to offer us soccer, we took it then to the club outside of the school.
Mhm.
And then it took them collectively with GAC's Coach Jacquet's team and club that we added a little bit later in their life, took them both to play for colleges, for universities. And my older son played as a striker for years for Emory University, and now he is coaching younger players. And my other son, he's still senior at the University of Chicago, and he's a defender and twice national champion. His team won national championship first in high school when he was here, was Greater Atlanta Christian School, and the year after as a freshman at University of Chicago. So it's very strong program. It's not academy like per se we have tennis academy, but it will give them very strong foundation, even for students or players who have very high goals and dreams for soccer. So I think it's a very good place to start.
Wonderful. And what's the soccer season? Is it spring or fall? Do you recall?
So, like,
It's
I
a spring.
think we
It's a
start
spring
with
season.
spring, right?
It's spring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They start in January, roughly
Okay.
late January, and that's going to run through. Like our girls' team was in the state championship again this season. Our boys' team is regularly,
Mhm.
Lead Eight, Final Four, state championship. Coach Jacquet has been there on the boys' side. He's been there for 30 years maybe. He's helped develop players to send them to obviously college, but also pro level. Every few years, they also do a team trip to Europe. Kind of help connecting the team, but also help expose them to other training environments and whatnot. So he does a really good job, Oksana said, in connecting the club side and the high school side and bringing them together. So it's the soccer is a big driver within the athletics on campus.
Perfect.
I'd
Thank
like
you.
to add on to that as well. We have a program called our strength and conditioning program. So that is actually a course you can take as part of your school day, but you also have access to it before school as well. We have 3 full-time strength and conditioning coaches that work with students on health and physical conditioning. They dig into everything from nutrition and sleep and hydration to a lot of things like building explosive speed and injury prevention, flexibility. I hear our coaches say a lot, the best type of ability when it comes to athletics is availability. So if you're hurt, if you're injured, if your body's not strong enough, you can't participate. So they work really hard to keep kids healthy and to develop them, to make them stronger, faster, better athletes. So that's true for any sport. So we also have championship swimming and golf and tennis, and we have 62 different athletic teams here, but our strength and conditioning program is core because it doesn't matter what type of athlete you are, you want to be strong and healthy and prepared for competition. So that's available to all of our athletes, whether you are a tennis player or a soccer player or a basketball player or any other sport.
Ok, thank you. Pessoal, respondendo aí a pergunta do soccer, tá? A escola não tem ali uma academy de soccer, como eles têm de tênis, apesar deles terem alguns contatos na cidade ali, então se algum aluno quiser praticar de maneira mais intensiva durante todo o ano, eles conseguem organizar isso por fora da escola, tá? A temporada de futebol é na primavera, então começa ali final de janeiro, início de fevereiro, é o contrário geralmente do que a gente vê até por conta do clima. E eles acrescentaram aqui uma informação bem bacana, né? Que eles têm esse programa de condicionamento físico, digamos assim, né? E é um programa ali onde o aluno tem um acompanhamento mais personalizado, inclusive na parte nutricional. Então, é válido aí para qualquer atleta e qualquer esporte que ele fizer. Então, é um programa bastante dedicado também aos nossos alunos nesse sentido, tá? Nós temos uma pergunta aqui também sobre os breaks do boarding. We have a question about the breaks. So, does the boarding houses close during breaks? Thanksgiving, spring break, and winter break?
They do not.
Okay.
Yes, so Andrea, they do not. They are the students, again, just from past students that have been in them. They can be there, 12 months. And so over Christmas, yes, I mean, most would like to go see their families and stuff, or if summer is a time, we do not. They are standalone houses right next to campus. In the tennis, those in the tennis world that have been in them or lived in them are able to walk right to campus. I mean, they can see the tennis courts, for example. It's probably to the center of campus. It's not even it's a 3 or 4 minute walk. But you're walking from right out the door, right through, right into campus, basically. They do have a little keypad for a gate because the campus is enclosed, but they are is theirs to stay. They don't have to be out, just because there's a break on campus.
Ok, thank you. Pessoal, uma informação bem importante, né? O boarding aqui da escola, ele fica aberto durante os breaks, então isso também é um diferencial, né? Só lembrando que a escola tem a opção de casa de família, são famílias da própria comunidade da escola e a gente tem a opção de boarding. E complementando, né? O boarding, ele fica ali, tem um portão, né, no final do campus, e ali eles têm acesso a esse portão, e ali atravessando a rua já são os boardings, tá? Os dormitórios. E respondendo uma das perguntas que nós tivemos aqui sobre a quantidade de alunos no boarding, eu mesma já respondo. São 2 casas, tá? É um programa pequeno de boarding, são 2 casas, uma casa de meninos e outra casa de meninas. Cada casa acomoda 4 estudantes, tá? Então é um programa menor aí de boarding, bem familiar e bem bacana ali para o aluno que quer ter essa vivência de campus, né? And we have a last question about the dance classes. Can the student choose a specific type of dance, like ballet? She or he, they can take this specific type of dance, or do they need to take all types of dances?
I can speak on that. Thank you, Andrea. So my daughter was in dance team since she started here. And the rule for the dance team, as a foundation, everybody has to take ballet class. And then from there, you can take ballet only, or you can build up as many genres as you want. We also have professional dance team called Spartanettes. So they teach dancers all the genres. But if students here for the short period of time or for 1 semester or 1 academic year, they can take on top of ballet as many genres as they wish. So if they don't have time for all the genres and they want to do maybe band or orchestra on top of it, or maybe sport, they can take ballet and, for example, hip hop, or ballet and contemporary, or ballet and jazz, or maybe ballet and all the genres.
And I would add as well that we have dance available as a class during the school day. So you can take a dance class that has both choreography and performance components available, or you can participate in our after school program, which students can do 1 to up to 5 days a week after school. So you can actually pick and choose if you'd like to do it during the school day or after school, or both.
Wonderful, thank you. Pessoal, então, respondendo aí a perguntinha da dança, tá? A gente recebeu uma pergunta sobre os tipos de dança, se o aluno ou a aluna faz ali a dança, né, de maneira geral, ou pode escolher um tipo de dança, e eles podem escolher. Então, é um programa bastante completo também para dança, tá? And we have a last question about the swimming program. So we have some students that swim in Brazil, and they would like to compete or keep practicing. Do you have any options for the students?
Do you want me to take this one?
Yeah, take that one. Yes.
Okay, so we have 2 different types of opportunities to compete. We have a high school team, which is a winter sport for us. It begins in October and it wraps up in February. Sometimes that can be a little bit challenging for short term. Students are always invited to practice and participate in that, but if they are here short term, their points can't always count towards our school championship, or school competition. We also have something called a club team, which draws people from all over the state to come participate. So we have multiple levels there, from beginners to very advanced. We had multiple students in the Olympic trials this year. So we have that opportunity here on campus. So we have an indoor aquatics facility. We are also next door building an additional outdoor pool and some sand volleyball courts as well, as part of our campus improvements. But we do have that club team, which allows students to participate at different levels, and that they get to compete, against other club teams around. So that is something that's here available on campus: training, and development and competition.
And is this club year-round?
Mhm.
It is? Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Pessoal, então aí, respondendo a última perguntinha que apareceu sobre o programa de natação,
Andrea,
tá?
you are muted.
Am I? Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Ok. Pessoal, respondendo aí a perguntinha da natação, que foi a última pergunta que apareceu aqui. Eles têm um programa, né? Eles têm um time competitivo de natação. Na temporada de inverno, eles têm ali uma piscina aquecida indoor. Eles também têm acesso a uma piscina no prédio ao lado do campus, que é outdoor. E, além disso, eles têm um clube que acontece o ano inteiro para alunos que queiram praticar a modalidade aí de natação, né, de maneira mais intensiva. Então, é uma ótima opção aqui também de escola para alunos focados em natação. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you so much, Oksana, Scott, and Mary Ellen, for your time. It was a great presentation, wonderful school, and we hope to send lots of students very soon. Thank you.
Andrea, thank you.
Thank you
Really
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.